Oh, hello. Sorry, I was watching TV. How much longer do I have to steal? Is my business big enough to stop stealing wood or not? Stick with me and you'll find out. I started the day by clearing this area so that my land would be straighter and I could plant more. I cut down all the trees from here, hoping that this would be enough to stop me from having to go to other people's land. Then I loaded it on a trailer and went to sell it. First I received 40,828 euros. Then another 17,109 euros because I went on the scale with the tractor incorrectly. I also checked the used market to see if I could find a planter. And luckily I was able to buy one. I bought 4 bags of fertilizer and 2 bags of seeds. We are moving more and more into the legal business. I also sold the other trees that I couldn't put on the trailer in the previous round. I received 13,786 euros for it. Now that this area was clear, I straightened my land. This matters a lot now in the beginning because I can plant, harvest, and sell so much more. I looked at what can be planted at the moment and I chose soybeans. As usual, I turned on the music and tried out the planter. I finished planting by late afternoon, but I couldn't go to rest because I had to fertilize the planted seeds. Fortunately, the 42-meter spray head covers a large area, but the tank is small, so I had to refill a few times. The soybeans have finally been planted and fertilized, but there is still nothing to harvest with, so the next goal is to be able to buy a harvester. Since I don't have passive income yet, I have to figure out something to get money. And what else could that idea be? I went to cut wood. I finished late at night and the shop was still open, but it wasn't my usual customer. That's why I only got 43,323 euros for this lot of wood. It turned out that my customer was caught by the police for receiving illegally delivered wood. Thank God he didn't betray me. The next day, a TV and a radio station contacted me. They said that if I built 2 radio towers, they would be very happy to rent it out and pay me every month. You can't say no to such an offer. Of course, I signed the contract. I finally had passive income. This could be the turning point between illegal and legal business. I planned a day off that day. There was nothing to do on the farm, so I went to sleep. When I woke up, it was payday, but I only received half of the promised amount from the radio station. I was like, that's more than nothing, so I didn't complain. I didn't do anything until I had to harvest. The days just flew by. The radio station paid every month, even if not the promised amount. I didn't want to be involved in illegal business anymore after my customer failed. I finally had enough money to buy a new harvester and a header. Which was about time, because the soybeans can be harvested soon. I also had to buy silos since everything is worth selling when it's not harvest time. I could only buy the cheapest harvester, but at least I have it. A few months ago, this was just a dream. After inspecting the harvester, I had nothing else to do until the harvest season. However, in October it was finally time for me to use the harvester. I bought another piece of land to expand my farm. Then I hired the man I bought it from to help me finish the harvest while I started plowing again. The extra help was very useful. It saved me a lot of time. Although he asked a lot of money for the work. The two of us finished the job quickly, and in the end we managed to harvest 45,191 liters of soybeans. I rehired the man I bought the land from to help fertilize the field. By the way, his name is Jack. While he fertilized, I started to make the farm more homely. I finally had concrete roads, so at least I didn't destroy the tractor as much in this area. I still had a lot of plans that I was constantly working on. Unfortunately, I can't reveal anything right now. But as I tell the story, you will know everything in time. If you're still here, please write in the comments what your favorite part of the story has been so far. I think I'm doing pretty well with my farm. After all this work, it was time for me to sleep. The next day I found a cloth baler at the used market. It was an unmissable offer, because this way I don't have to buy a wrapper to make silage. I also bought a new mower, because unfortunately I couldn't find a used one. In December, as usual, there was nothing to do, so I just slept. Then I remembered that my tractor doesn't have an attacher at the front, so I had to buy a new tractor for mowing the grass. A tractor with which I could use the mower and the baler at the same time. This is how I chose this John Deere tractor. This tractor has enough horsepower to cut grass with it. In March, the grass is big enough to be cut. I went to my new land and cut as much grass as I could. Silage is a very good source of income. After waiting a month or two, the grass inside the wrap bale will turn into silage. You can use it to feed the animals if you have, or sell it. When the bales were ready, I collected all of them with the trailer. I put the trailer down next to the shed and let the bales ferment until they turned into silage. I bought a large repair shop because I didn't want to go somewhere else all the time. That way I can get things done for myself. The next day I sold both the harvester and the header. I also sold the planter and bought a 3-meter wider planter. When I got home I started planting. But later Jack came over. While he was planting, I went to sell the silage. I received 36,407 euros for it. Then I repaired the fertilizer and my tractor in my new workshop. While I was waiting for the soybeans to grow, I did nothing but sleep. Then in June I decided to buy a trailer with which I could sell what I harvested. Because I can't keep everything in the silo forever. Then I found a very good harvester on the used market. It has a 14,500 liter tank, which would save me a lot of time because I wouldn't have to empty it as often. Before I brought the harvester home, they checked it out in the shop and repaired it for me. It cost me more than 5,000 euros, but at least it is in perfect condition. When I got home, I filled the trailer with the soybeans. They buy it in June at the best price, so I got a total of 161,893 euros for it. From what I received, I paid 1,500 euros for refueling. Now I already had the money to buy a 12-meter header for the harvester. Fortunately, I found one on the used market. I repaired this header at home for 664 euros so that there would be no problems with it during harvesting. I still had plenty of work to do. I had to mow the lawn to have as much money as possible. So enjoy the lawnmower time lapse. That's all I've got into the story for now. I'll continue in the next episode. Bye guys.